Hey class, we're on part 4 of this added fractions and mixed numbers. I'm going to go ahead and erase example 2. We're going to continue on example 3. Okay? Alright, here we go. Example 3. Example 3 is 21 over 16 plus 36 over 24. All right, now, again, we can use that same idea of least common multiple, but I actually want to use some previous knowledge that we've talked about before, which was prime factoring, okay? This is going to be a little bit different, but that's what I want to use here in order to get, again, what we're trying to do, again, step 1 was Texas method, but we don't have any mixed numbers right now, so we're good. Step 2 is get the same denominator. We're trying to get the same denominator. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get that same denominator. Okay, that's what we want to do. Now, we have 16 and 24. Okay, so before I showed you the easy way where you just multiply these, get that common denominator. But it's going to be difficult at the end because you got to reduce. Then I showed you how to do the least common multiple. We list the multiples of 16 and all that other stuff, right? Now I'm going to show you this way, which we use prime factoring to figure it out. So here we go. So let's do this. So we got 16. We're going to prime factor 16, and we're going to prime factor 24. So 16 is 2 times 8, and it is also 2 times 4, and 2 times 2. So 16, I'm going to write this right here. 16 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We're going to leave it in expanded form for right now. Okay? We got that? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and prime factor 24. Prime factor 24. Start with 2 again. 2 times what will give me 24? 12. 2 times what will give me 12? 6. 2 times what will give me 6? 3. So we end up with 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So let's go ahead and write that. We have 24 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay? So again, we prime factor using our factor tree. Alright, now, we did that. We prime factored. Now, this is where it gets a little silly. Alright, so we're going to circle numbers that these 16 and 24 have in common. Okay, and then when we circle those, let me start with the first one. So they have this 2 in common. We're going to circle those and bring one of those down. Okay, now they have these in common. Circle these, bring those down. We're multiplying. Circle these because they're in common, bring one down. So far we have 2 times 2 times 2. Now, are these common, 2 and 3? No. So we bring both of them down. This 2, and we bring this 3 down. Whatever we get here will be equal to our least common multiple. They also call it least common divisor, okay, or divider, or denominator. Least common denominator, right? And so we can figure out what this is. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. And 16 times 3, if you don't know what that is, that's okay. 6 times 3 is 18, carried by 1. 1 times 3, 3 plus 1, that's 4. We end up with 48 as our least common multiple. Also, you can call it least common denominator. That is our new denominator right there. And this would have worked also if we would have just listed out 16, 16, right? 32, 48, and so on. And 24, 48, and so on. We would have got 48 either way, right? Whether we did the listing or we did the prime factorization to get it right, we still would have got 48. That is the number we're going to use as our denominator, 48. Okay, we're going to use 48. Whenever that common denominator, it's up to you. Okay? But I want you to get the least one. Whatever way you get it, try to make sure you get the least one, whether you're using the multiples, least common multiples, or you're using quad factorization. Okay? 16 times what will give me 48? So what you'll notice is we got 16 here and we multiplied it by what? By 3. So we're going to multiply by 3. 3 times 16, 48. 3 times 21, what is that? 63, but let's figure it out right here. Just in case, right? 21 times 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So yeah, 63. 21 times 3, 63. How do I get 24 to be 48? Times 2, whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 36 times 2, I believe it's 72, but again, if we don't know, right here, 2 times 6 is 12, carry my 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1, 72. Okay? All right, now, step 3 says add numerators. We have to add 63 plus 72. Let's do that right here. 72 plus 63, not times, plus, add them, right? That's 5, that's 13. We get 135. Keep the denominator as 48. And so we have our improper fraction, right? We have our improper fraction. Let us go ahead and turn it into a mixed number by dividing. 135 is getting rained on. Where does it want to go? Let's scoot this over. It wants to go inside, right? Let's go ahead and do that here. 135 on the inside, 48 on the out. How many times will 48 go into 135? Let's figure it out over here. We'll do 48 times 2. 16, 1. 8 times 2, 16. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1, that's 96. Let's try one more. 48 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Carry my 2. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2, that's 144. That's too much, right? So the answer was 2. 48 times 2, 96. 5 minus 6, can't do that, have to borrow. 15 minus 6, we get 9. 2, got to borrow again. 12 minus 6, we get 3. Okay? So what we end up with is our whole number, 2. Numerator, 39. Denominator, 48. Okay? So again, that's how we add these fractions that we're dealing with, right? We had 21 over 16 plus 36 over 24. We got our common denominator by creating equivalent fractions, 21 over 16 and 63 over 48, 36 over 24, 72 over 48. Those are equivalent fractions. We add up our new equivalent fractions to become our answer, and our answer is improper. We had to divide to turn it into a mixed number. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to example 4 and part 5. Thanks so much for watching.